All right, so I'm going to do a video, hopefully a really quick video on Girl Mono, an old one and a new one. So we'll see the comparison and hopefully this will go well. So the one I have on right now is my tried and true, my original Girl Mono. I've had her since the second week of November and I have been wearing her 4 days a week, roughly every week since I got her. And so I think she's held up amazing. She's been washed a number of times and I still love her, completely love her. I like to tuck her behind my ear right there because if one thing is this part has really kind of lost some of its curl, but I really like the look of having her tucked. So that's how I solved that. You know, she's gotten a little more of a messy look over time. You know, she's not as loose and flowy and soft, but she's definitely still very, very pretty in my opinion. And so here's the back. And I would say she's a little bit darker than she's coming across on the camera, especially in the back, what you just saw in the back. But she's a 6/30/4. So she's a 4 root, the 6 kind of medium brown, and then a 30 highlight. And that's more of a caramel. It looks more like a caramel in real life. And so that's my tried and true. I still plan to wear her more. I don't grab her as much maybe. I'm still probably wearing her 3 to 4 days a week. Some weeks maybe a little less. But I have so many wigs. Sometimes I just want to wear something else. So I'll wear like a straight bob instead. So now I'm going to put on the brand new one. Now she still has her tags on her. She's been in a box now for months under my bed. I probably got this one. I got this one second week of November. I probably got this one early in December. So it's been sitting in a box for a while. I did spray it down just a little bit with water and hung it upside down to try to help with the box hair. So kind of keep that in mind. So hopefully it will still look okay. One thing I can tell right off the bat, the lace is much softer. That lace is starting to get kind of scratchy. The other thing which I didn't show you, the lace right there has stretched out a little bit. It buckles. It wants to pucker. This lace is fitting nice and tight to my head. That one is puckering. And so I use it stays to adhere it to my head. And I do have to like really like press like this to try to get that to lay flat. And even then, sometimes it doesn't lay super flat. So right away, what I can tell, well, certainly these curls are, I mean, it's kind of flat. This is going to need to, bring out a little bit because it's been laying in a box. But right away, I can tell the hair is so soft. It's very soft. And it moves so much better than this one. The hair is quite dry. This hair is so soft and this hair is pretty dry. So that's a big thing I can tell the difference on. You know, I think, quite frankly, I think this one's shorter. And it could be because this has relaxed a little bit, or it just could be the difference in the wig. I did another video, which if it isn't posted yet, it will be, on a comparison of my 3 Girl Monos, the chocolate rooted, my hot hazelnut mix, and my dark chocolate, to show the difference in the color pattern and how completely different, especially the dark chocolate, looks. So this one is, I think, more like my Girl Mono that I have now when I first got it. If I think back, I made 3 videos in succession, you know, one the first day, one the second day, and I think the third like a week later. And I do think she looked a lot more like this. So anyway, so the fibers are softer. She's definitely got, the lace is so much softer. I love the lace on here. It's so nice. It's a good lace front. It's hard to see. I really have a hard time, I always say this in all my videos, getting it to focus, but it's a good lace front. I would pull this up with no trepidation whatsoever. I just think it's a great lace front. Let's turn around. Yeah, the back is pretty similar. Yeah, that's why I don't do out of the box reviews, because I don't think this looks that great right now. I need to get her wet and hang her upside down and, you know, she needs to get some life in her. But so the difference, I don't know if this is helpful for you. I don't know if you can really tell, but I would say, I mean, these 5, look at the, can I show you sort of the curl? It just looks less dry, less flyaways. It certainly feels so much better. The color, this color looks richer to me. And I don't know, even in the mirror, it looks richer. This looks a little duller. So maybe that's another difference in the wear. You know, she's kind of getting dry and she's dulling out over time, where this one just looks a little bit richer and more vibrant. I'm really sad in some ways that I put this one on, because now maybe I won't want to wear this one. But at the end of the day, I still think she has life in her. I will still wear her. Now, you know, like I said, 2nd week of November, and now we're into the 2nd week of March. And so I think that's a pretty good life for a synthetic wig. The ends aren't getting frayed or frizzy because she's short. She doesn't ride on my clothes. I also do mess with her a lot. You know, I scrunch her, I get her wet. Occasionally I'll put a little product in her, not this one, but the other one. And so that could contribute to it as well. So I'm going to take this one off and put this one on one more time so you can see. So just, I can do a quick change so you can take a look. She just looks a little fuller. And then I can show you that lace. See, it's buckling right there. Can you see that? And this one did that from the very beginning a little bit, but it's gotten worse. So I don't know, was that helpful to see a comparison? I mean, the fibers just, oh, they feel so nice. These feel really dry, really dry. Yeah, but you know, if you don't have them side by side, if somebody isn't looking at this one and then looking at this one, they're never going to be able to tell. I do still think this looks good. And I think it looks realistic. I think somebody who has curly hair like this, it isn't going to look perfect all the time. It's sometimes going to be frizzy and sometimes going to be unruly. And that's the way curly hair works. So I do think there is something to be said for curly hair as far as their longevity compared to a straight haired wig. I did say in one other video of mine, I have a couple of straight bobs. I have a Jameson. Now I have a Christie by John Renault. And I find that throughout the day, they bug me a lot more than this one does, because I feel like I have to comb it out all the time. When it starts to get messy, when it starts to get separation in the fibers and starts to, you know, show the wear throughout the day, I think it shows so much more than it does in a curly wig like this. I mean, this wig, I can go like this and it's really not that big of a deal. I just don't think you can see it as much. So that's why I'm a fan of these curlier styles. So if you have any questions for me, if there was something you had hoped I would answer in this review and I didn't, please let me know. But I still like it. I'm glad I have a backup, and I still highly recommend Girl Mono. And somebody, real quick, somebody mentioned that she didn't like how much permatease she had. She doesn't have any permatease. If anything, she has those, like, can I show you? It's like crimped fibers. It's not permatease. It's like a little crimping of the fibers that gives it a little lift. Taz, so there's a Taz from Taz's Wig Closet has a video on the difference between permatease and like crimping of the fibers. That's what is in this. This wig does not have permatease. And so if you don't like permatease, if you don't like the bumps of fullness, you will not get that with this one. You will get a little fullness simply because she's curly, but it's natural. And I don't like permatease. I don't like big poofy bumpy hair up on the top of my head or big poof right here. So she doesn't have that at all. So that's my review. I hope this was helpful. Let me know if there's anything that you want to know or any other questions or any reviews that would be helpful to you. Have a good day.